Okay, it's day 2 of Bocairent. We're going to cross this bridge and then there's a zigzag road taking us up to that church. It's only open for 1 hour a week, so we're going to see if we can get up there in time for it while it's still open. That's the views. I won't believe we've just walked all the way from there. Wow. In fact, our van is parked well past the town. In fact, we're right over the bridge, right down past there, way past there, up on the top. Absolutely spectacular. But those church bells that you can hear, they ring for around 15 minutes each time. So time now is 11 o'clock. They'll ring until 11:15 and then they ring again at 11. I apologise for the heavy breathing. And this is a church at the top of the hill. There's the windows. Christine went to have a look inside yesterday. We went in at that end there where you see them stairs are, crawled through all of those and came out at that set of stairs there. It's the bridge we came across, and you can't even see the top of this hill where we walked to. Christina. This is the oldest bull ring in the Valencia region, and it makes it unique because it's partly made out of stone. So let's have a look at this for a bull ring. Wow. Very cool. So a lot of this was carved out of stone. As you say, the bottom section looks like that. I guess the bulls come out of here. So we'll go and have a look the other side. That must be the corridor leading down to the bull ring itself. So to feed the bulls through here. And then I think there's little hidey holes for people when they're trying to manoeuvre the bulls so the bulls can't get you. I presume the bulls are stored in these areas. So this would be a bull pen, all carved out of stone. Another bull pen. I think they can run the bulls straight to the ring from their pen. Should be through there. It seems to me that within the bull ring they have quite a maze that runs around the back. People would walk around there, I presume, trying to herd the bulls in the direction they want them to go. Herd and move the bulls from above, and little hidey holes for the men that the bulls won't be able to get through. One at either end. This is the entrance that the bullfighters come through into the ring, and after triumphantly beating a bull, they're generally raised onto shoulder height and carried back through here. The bull ring is complete with its own little church, so I presume the matadors come here before they go to fight, pray for good fortune and such like. Cool. So the bulls are given pens, and then lots are drawn for who goes first. And there it is from the stands again. We're now at the monastery of Bocairent. So I think this is our last.
The history of this monastery goes back to the year 1556, when Mossen Melchior Herrera decided to build a monastery for future nuns. It would be about fencing the enclosure and excavating a cave monastery in it. On March the 10th, 1556, 6 nuns arrived in Bocairent from the convent of La Esperanza in Valencia. Although they would not occupy the convent until October the 10th of the same year, the monastery convent was placed under the dedication of the Holy Virgin Mary of Sorrows and the Blessed Maggie. In 1700, the cave chamber was sealed, building the second convent to make way in 1902 for the current monastery.
Wow.
Inside the convent, visitors could see the church used by the nuns as it was until the 1700s, and a place of prayer until the 1900s. As the result of the austerity of the time, the sisters lived the first 20 years of the foundations of the convent in some rooms, like those of the convent, characterised by the lack of sunlight and humidity. After these first 2 decades, the nuns left the cave cells to live in the house of Monson Melchior Herrera, who left them when he died. These 2 houses are just above the primitive convent and communicate underground.
Really pretty.
This church was built on top of an old castle and was consecrated in 1516. The church was damaged in an earthquake in 1748 and was rebuilt to what it is today.
Animarle al Señor que me apetezca siempre amar y que siempre escriba en él. Dios Todopoderoso y Eterno, que has enviado a tu Hijo al mundo para librarnos del dominio de Satanás, espíritu del mal, y llevarnos así arrebatados de las tinieblas al reino de tu luz admirable. Te pedimos que este niño lavado del pecado original sea templo tuyo y que el Espíritu Santo habite siempre en él. Por Jesucristo nuestro Señor. Amén. Animar la primera de les dues produccions que anem a fer de temps, la mostrarà l'univers per comenci el significat de donar fortaleza en el fer-se cristians. Para que el poder de Cristo Salvador te fortalezca, te ungimos con este óleo de salvación, en el nombre del mismo Jesucristo, Señor nuestro, que vive y reina por los siglos de los siglos. Amén.
to be one of the best collections of art outside of the Vatican. Or should I say artifacts? It's a stunning, stunning church.
Que vuestro Hijo iluminado por Cristo camine siempre como Hijo de la luz y perseverando en la fe pueda salir con todos los santos al encuentro del Señor.
This is the vestry.
Se llama fiesta de Dios. Un día recibirá por la congregación la plenitud del Espíritu Santo. Se revelará la tarde de su iglesia. Ahora nosotros, en nombre de este Hijo y de este Hijo del Espíritu de adopción, que todos hemos recibido, oremos juntos como Cristo nos enseñó. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino.
What a spectacular view up to the church we walked up to this morning. Okay.
This is the room of the Passion of Christ. In this room, the representation of the Passion of Jesus Christ is exhibited in a variety of sculptures, paintings created over centuries and in diverse styles. The painter, the Venetian painter Juan de Juanares, died in Bocairent in 1579 whilst completing the large altarpiece made for the original Gothic church. There's some very strange pictures and sculptures in this room. I'll leave for you to decide on what you particularly think. So remembering that they are to do with Jesus and Mary and such like, but that's Mary breastfeeding Jesus. There's a sculpture in the middle which is of Mary laid to rest. This is the stairwell going up to the bell tower. Once you get to the top, you'll be able to see some fantastic views across the area. So there's the church at the top of the hill that we climbed. Looking out across the town. And the bell, obviously.
Wow.
This room they call the Little Sistine Chapel, which is quite spectacular. Beautifully decorated all the way around.
Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Well, that's Bocairent done. Trust me, it is really hard work walking up and down them streets and up to that chapel on the hill. Really hard work, and we've still got to walk uphill on this side of the valley to get back to the van.